Today was a special day for me for more reasons than one. It was my resurrection day. Not that I'm not sure if a lot of people know. November 21st is a very special day for me. I took a big L in my life, I feel like, but it was a big scar that ended up being my biggest star. I was incarcerated today when I was in the University of Florida, and this day is always significance of where I've came from. So, I mean, I was just going to enjoy the moment. Still am going to enjoy the moment. I think, my life could be who knows where right now. If the judge ruled the way she did, or he did, I'm not sure. But, man, God has favor over my life, and that's the big picture. But the realization of things that you can control, I'm enjoying the moment. And, I have to be better.
The Carolina Pro Football Report, presented by National PAL. Support National PAL at nationalpal.org.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the post-game edition of the Pro Football Report on ADSN. Your Carolina Panthers have just fallen to the Washington football team, Kevin.
We're always going to be the Redskins to a lot of home people like myself, but they're Washington football team to be official, KT.
So they just lost to the Washington football team 27-21. A very disappointing day. Cam Newton did perform well, but the story on the ground is what was the ultimate nail in the coffin for the Carolina Panthers today, Kevin.
Well, the football team ran the ball 40 times for 190 yards. Antonio Gibson, 95 yards on the ground. If you like Ron Rivera, he's a ball control. He wants to hand the ball. He wants to run the ball, control the clock, get the first downs, move the chains, keep his offense on the field and his defense off. He got exactly what he wanted. Taylor Heineke, not just a game manager, 3 touchdown passes, but I think the key, as you pointed out, 40 rushes, 190 yards on the ground. J.D. McKissick, Antonio Gibson running the ball, and Taylor Heineke also running the ball very well and effective for the football team.
So Cam Newton, 21 of 27 for 189 yards and 2 touchdowns today.
Yeah,
a great performance by Cam.
Cam, you can't blame the loss on Cam. He did. First of all, he brought a lot of people here. Officially, it's total tickets distributed, but there were all people here today. Cam, 21 of 27 for 189 yards, 2 touchdown passes. He ran a touchdown for 21 yards. He did his part, but we talked about before we went on the air here, Carolina only ran the ball 20 times, and 10 were Cam Newton. So you need to get Christian McCaffrey. He did have over 100 yards all-purpose in terms of rushing and receiving. But Carolina, if they're going to beat Miami next week, they're going to have to run the ball much more than 20 times.
And they've got to get over these third-quarter blues. Today, scoreless. Carolina Panthers, scoreless in the third quarter. What's the remedy for that?
What we talked about is the ball control. You've got to seize the momentum. You're going to have warm weather in Miami. You're a South Florida guy. You played at Bethune-Cookman, so you know about the South Florida climate. Stay out of South Beach if you're Cam and some of the guys. But you got to recommit to the running game. I would like to see a mix of Chuba Hubbard getting the ball. He's a bigger guy. McCaffrey running the ball. He's getting the short passes, lining him up in the slot. DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson doing their part. Maybe some reverses, some of those quick little shuttle passes. Get more creative. Get Joe Brady to get more creative on the offensive, on the play calling, and get the more of the running game involved.
Now, there was a lot of noise about Cam Newton coming back. The stadium was amazing at the beginning of the game, but slowly but surely that died down because of the loss.
You can't really blame this on Cam. The stadium had energy. You were on the field. I'm in the press box. There was a lot of energy, a lot of buzz. Cam, the fans are behind Cam. As we'd say in wrestling, he's over. Cam is over. He brought people here. The team has gotten a second life. They're energized with Cam. It's a tough loss, but you got Miami, a winnable game. Atlanta, a winnable game, a bye after Miami, and then the Falcons. You got to win those 2, and then you have the Buccaneers twice. So the division is still in play. The third wild card is still in play.
Sorry. Let's go into the press conference where Matt Rule is speaking.
Credit to Washington, credit to Coach Rivera. They came in here, played an excellent game, played very much the way that they played last week against Tampa Bay. They were able to run the football against us. They had 190 yards rushing. when that happens, typically we haven't played real well. They were excellent on third down. Converting 46%, really 50% of their third downs. Offensively, I thought we had some good moments, but it was really a tale of penalties and then third down conversion not being what it needs to be. So obviously a disappointing loss for us versus a quality team. I thought Terry McLaurin for them was excellent. I thought Heineke was excellent, so credit to them. Didn't seem like we had great communication at times, too many mistakes, held them to 3 of 6 in the red zone, but 2-minute defense at the end of the half, letting them go down and score was really disappointing. We had the lead at the time, so just certainly not our best day defensively. We're not disciplined. We're not in our gap. We're not resetting the line of scrimmage. We're not tackling well. We were very, very clear coming into this game. We knew that they were going to run the football. They're one of the better teams on third down. They were going to run the football, try to be in third and manageable, convert third downs. We couldn't get off the field on third down. Had a hard time winning versus man, and then just couldn't stop the run. The holding calls, obviously. I mean, like the second to last drive, the one where you asked me about the 4 minutes left. We start off, second and 2, we're up and running, and we had a holding call by Timo on the right side. So, just too many penalties. I mean, the late hit on the quarterback for us. I mean, I couldn't say there's any one common thread. I mean, a lot of those happened up front on the offensive line today. It felt like. So just hard to execute on offense when you get a good play and you think you're second and 2 and you're actually first and 20. So just not very good right now. Obviously losing Dennis Daly early also kind of, I thought Brady stepped in. I thought Brady did a nice job at left tackle, but that's okay. That was a disappointment for us as well. The team we've been the last 2 times on the road has been awesome. At home, we're not playing well. So it's obviously. When I go on the road, just for me personally, I go on the road, I play in front of strangers, I come back here, family, friends, my daughters are at the game, my son's on the sideline, I want to win, I know our players want to win, but Washington wanted to win too, so you have to play well. It's all about execution. All this, I'll talk about all this other stuff doesn't matter, just going out and executing, and I say it, and it's maybe sounds a little uncool, but it is as true as the day is long. Like, if you can be as hyped up and energized and energetic and excited as you want, if you grab somebody and hold them, they throw a flag. So we have got to just continuing to grow as a team and understanding, like, down the stretch in November and December to win these games. Everybody's trying to win these games. We have to play better. We have to play well. And it's about nothing more than that.
I mean, the energy in there was electric. I mean, it was good juju in there. But characteristics as a team, we got to be better. Third down, got to have it situations. And Coach had his, keys to victory that we didn't execute in its totality throughout the game, and that's what it pretty much comes down to. I did challenge the fans. The fans came, they saw, and they supported, and having an atmosphere like that and games moving forward in November, December, it's pretty much going to come down to execution. And we didn't do that enough as a team here today.
Matt Rule, very disappointing day for him as the coach.
I would like to know, and he touched on it, but I'd like maybe during the week, during open locker, when you talk to when you're at the press conference, I want to know about you, because we talked about in our last segment the play calling. I'd like to see more of a commitment to running the ball. I mean, you lost Daly, the left tackle, with a pulled gluteus muscle, if you will. You have to, if you want to win in the NFL, you got to run the ball more than 20, 21 times a game if you want to win.
Kevin, they're going to run into another challenging game down in South Florida.
You're from South Florida. I think they have to avoid the distractions. They're going to get down there Friday, warm weather. They have to focus. The Dolphins are a team that's not having a great season. Carolina, 5-6 now. They have to think, Miami's not as good as we are. The Carolina Panthers have to think we have to win this game. It's got to be a sense of urgency. You've got to go to Florida. It's a business trip. You beat the Dolphins. You have a bye. It's always better to win right before the bye. Yes. You'll probably get a couple days off of practice. And then you come in, you focus right here against the Falcons in December. It's Christmas season, and the Panthers want to give a gift to the fans by winning out. It's a hard road to hoe, but Carolina can do it.
Well, hopefully they'll get a win next week. Unfortunately, this team has not been able to deliver on the games that on paper it looks like they should win?
I just want to say there's a lot of, as someone who grew up in Virginia, a lot of Washington fans here, and I'm glad to see all the burgundy and gold here. Glad to see the first responders, Charlotte Fire Department running by. But, for Carolina, they got to refocus on the running game. They got to tighten up. The penalties, some very stupid penalties kind of down the stretch kind of hurt them. Didn't kill them, but it did hurt them a little bit. Focus on what you can control. Run the ball, limit the mistakes, and no turnovers. And I think if they, there you go. There's another red. There you go.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Thank God. But Carolina has to limit the turnovers, control what you can control. Run the ball more, control the clock, get more first downs, run more plays. I guarantee you'll win.
Well, that about does it for this edition of the Pro Football Report on ADSN. I'm Kevin Tolbert along with Kevin Casey here at Bank of America Stadium. We'll see you next time.
Hail.
The National Police Athletic and Activities League helps support the mission of kids, cops, and communities. nationalpal.org